injustice. No, that's a burn,
Yes.
just a burn fire. So,
Yes.
and some people lighten up about no fire, boy, you know.
Need a little more.
Them gas low.
Eh. Only a light stove. Good evening, people. Welcome to the Upnlive show. You know the show. We bring news, views, inform, educate, and all the above. Right? It's approximately 90 minutes past 9 right here, London, England time. Wherever you're joining us right now, you need to put up some flag. If you're on Facebook, to show some flag where you're joining with it for. Right? Rasta, how you stay?
They ain't not got. Me not think you like me, you know. Me time to tell people.
No, you're on today.
I
You're
know.
on.
You're on.
Yeah.
Alright,
on.
something wrong with my headphone. Anyways, greetings everybody.
Yeah.
As Rick said, thank you for joining us. You know, we're the Upnlive show team. We're here every Tuesday between 9 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
We're sponsored by Shish Prince. We're produced by World Mag. And if you have not done so as yet, you need to go into your Google Play Store app or your Apple Store and download the TGM Radio UK's app and listen to us and every other program on the go. So yeah, how are your weekends?
What me do this last weekend?
Um,
Oh yes.
Me work.
Me know Mama. I forgot Mama birthday.
Mhm.
Yes,
Happy
Mama
birthday.
Happy
Braffin.
belated birthday to Lauren.
Yes.
Mama.
You don't know.
Yes.
I
30.
Our big hat.
30
you know?
going on 30.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah,
Big
man.
girl things. Yeah. So we have a lot to talk about. We have a packed show today for
Yeah.
everybody. Trust me, you know I missed tonight's show. But the leading story
Yes.
that we're gonna talk about is
The green.
Election, man.
Jamaica
course.
election results.
Election.
Jamaican elections that happened on the 3rd of September last Thursday,
Yeah.
where the Jamaica Labour Party the party was victorious,
Yeah.
and Prime Minister Andrew Holness was sworn in once again yesterday afternoon as the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
It's the manner of how him win though. That is the biggest topic.
Okay, so I was going to ask what angle we're going to look at it from. We have 5 minutes to talk about this topic.
Yeah.
The Jamaica Labour Party, as you guys know, win by a landslide
Mhm.
or a mountain slide. Any slide, I don't know what I call it. A
Slide.
mud slide.
Water slide.
One slide, yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't know, make Andrew Holness retain his seat as Prime Minister.
Mhm.
You don't know. So he's not Burgard alone. No, you know, a most honourable Burgard.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, once you go 2 term, you get the most honourable add to your
Yes.
title.
Yes.
Yeah, so big up Andrew, most honourable Burgard, yeah.
Yeah.
And a victory. But you don't know Jamaican politics, and even though it was funny, some part of it was a whole of sadness showing
In the midst.
in the midst. And I'm gonna talk this in politics sense.
Mm-hmm.
The sadness in politics sense show you say how far the People National Party is disconnected
With the
to the
people.
Jamaican people.
Mm-hmm.
People, yeah.
Yeah, and how far Jamaican and his people come.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do all time their politics anymore. Like
You have
the
to
old
get
man
with
them
the
we are run
times.
PNP.
Mm.
When you need to upgrade, they come like when I use one BlackBerry and an iPhone and run things.
Exactly.
You know, BBM stop out of style.
Work. Not working
No,
anymore.
it's not valuable no more.
Mm-mm.
So we need to upgrade the thing. Like maybe one of the young politicians them
Mhm.
need to take over the reins. And
Yeah.
because
A
you know,
transformation needs to happen.
for a healthy, vibrant, democratic country,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's best to have 2 healthy party. You know,
Yeah,
a
but-
healthy opposition.
Yeah. It
For-
only works that way if you
For
have.
one opposition to be so badly on the decline is really depressing and sad.
It's really, really sad.
And
It is very
me's
sad.
me's not a man who big in politics, but
Mm.
based on what me I say what go on, because it's Jamaica Labour Party in the House of Parliament and them have all the rules and all the say, because
Mhm.
it's nobody to oppose, because if
Yep.
you don't have much seat,
Mhm.
you have less stock.
That is the downfall of
Yeah.
JLP
Winning. What,
That-
46 seats to 14 seats?
14 to
46.
Yeah.
Yeah, that amount.
But it's also a good sign because it will be good for the JLP moving forward, because they will be able to push through bills and make decisions more easily
Mhm.
because they have a majority. But it's bad for the country in terms of you need
Getting
the opposition
both sides,
to be
right.
lobbying against what you can't
Yeah.
it's just almost, you don't want it to become a dictatorship.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And that is what it avoids when you have like
because think about this. A lot of bills and a lot of things what we see them talk about during the years growing up and things. We know if it wasn't with a healthy, strong opposition, would I get a lot of stupid law. Remember one of the time when they was coming with this ID system, when they say deviants can all these things. And remember is the other opposition challenge that and said, no, Jamaican people don't want it. If it was one-sided like it is now, probably
it would have gone through already.
Because of this corona virus, probably we have some draconian measures put into place because there's no opposition. Them go pass some draconian bill to just enforce on the people of Jamaica. And then you have basically kind of like martial law in a sense, because we know Jamaica police force is kind of run like a military in terms of how they operate. So we don't want them to take them draconian step upon the people of Jamaica, because it's one big mighty dictatorship involved. Like PNP, you don't need to get any things together. If you don't want to stay opposition for the next 8 to 12 years, I phone business, but we need a healthy opposition in Jamaica. The party shabby.
On the you going to respond to that?
Oh, you go ahead.
On the lines of the People's National Party's current president, Peter Phillips,
resigned.
I know he has
resigned, so he's not current.
Well, because he still has to hand over, so he's still in the post.
Yeah.
I never like how him do things. It's like him say yo, him maga get in a trouble, and then him just leave the PNP party upon them own. I never appreciate that. I personally think that he should have, as the president of, is it president?
Yeah, he's
president. Yeah, president of the PNP.
The People's National Party.
Yeah, gone through this situation, as I would put it.
Yeah.
And then say, okay, as a result of this,
I didn't win.
It was bad judgment, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm going to hand in my resignation. You shouldn't do it at that point in time. The way because I highly doubt that his fellow members of parliament on the PNP side, they didn't know that he was going to resign. It was as a result of seeing how people were voting and the polling and all of that.
Yeah, but
then throwing it and said, if me no win.
No. He declared that from the day before.
No, but it was on air. It wasn't like it was a discussion.
No, I see it the day before election. So
yes, but I'm saying he did it on air.
Yeah, it didn't.
It wasn't planned.
But the thing is that these politicians, they can tell if they're going to win yes or no, because they can read the polls and they can see if they have a chance.
Especially if you're in a politics from 19 or long, you will definitely know.
So this is why he saw that he was going to face a very bad.
Look here. May I could I see? Say them they no win.
Well,
blind could I see?
Could I see?
Yeah.
But that's why him just decided say what he shouldn't do. It was the wrong time and everything, and it just shows that lack of leadership.
Yes.
And the party is just
it needs to be revamped.
Senior people saying bad things about the party and trying to. What this guy name again? The next big man.
Who? Bunting?
No man.
Powell?
One of them went in the party right now, and KD Knight him name.
Yes, KD Knight with the leaked voice notes.
It's not no leak. I just talk him attack as somebody record
leaked
him.
Voice
no
notes.
Leak. What kind of leak?
Right.
A pipe?
No, he put out a voice note.
1 minute on the topic, guys.
Say Jamaica Labour Party basically take out $14 billion out of Jamaican kitty to buy some vote, which we see on social media. People actually paying other people for votes. And we know like paying for votes been going on from Wapikil Philip. I don't know how much them take out of kitty or how much vote buy, but the current climate of Jamaica and the state of politics, even without the buy vote, we know that Brogard would have won because he more connected with the Jamaican people. People have to understand, the majority of the Jamaican voters now are the kids where them classify kids 2-3 election ago they was babies.
Yeah.
And because Brogard is connected to them on their level to show like I'm a common man like you who is to the same music, we have the same slang them. So that's why I'm a win, because him have a young fresh mindset in. Anyway, let's touch on the pros and cons of Jamaican election real quick. Pros.
Go ahead. As in for the results, based on the results.
No, like the whole process. Real quick.
Of pros and cons of the election process. Yeah. Pros, during coronavirus time, sanitization stations were set up based on speaking to people. Sanitization station, that's what you're asking, right?
No,
of the election day.
The entire campaign and everything.
What are you talking? How does it run?
Okay.
And how?
Yeah. How did they go about under the situation?
We did kind of touch upon this when them used. I think
it's pros and cons.
They used dancehall for their liking. They're not.
No,
true
we're dealing with
supporters.
pros at the moment. Why you say them do good?
You're talking about what they do good and what they didn't good.
What they-
Yeah. So we're doing pros and cons. So pros, the good, con, where you see we never look good.
The good thing about the election
Promotion was good.
was that it wasn't too long and drawn out.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
they said
coronavirus.
the date was quite close. So in terms of that, that was quick. The worst thing about it was the wrong timing because of the timing they had to make it so short because they couldn't campaign too long because obviously of the health risks.
Fun fact. So the elections for 2016, sorry, I'm interjecting. Elections for 2016 was set for September 3rd, where the JLP won, and the elections for 2020 was set for September 3rd, where the JLP also won.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd say that.
Eh.
But go right ahead. 2 more minutes,
All right,
guys,
so-
on this topic.
So the pros and the election for me is like the sense of they use dancehall in terms of the campaign. The whole campaign of the election, they will build up everything. Because a lot of people say them use dancehall, No, they have no choice to really
Tap into the
implement dancehall in terms of their tourism policy and the policy of the country. That's how I look on things, Them have no choice now because it been used heavily by two sides, so
Yeah,
they have no choice.
yeah, that's true.
Anyway, let's go on to the cons now, quickly. Cons.
That is the con. The con is that it was at the wrong time.
Wrong
And
time.
it wasn't in the benefit of the public interest of doing it at the time what it done in the middle of a pandemic. So that was the worst thing. And it wasn't too long and drawn out to have too much cons really. The biggest con is that it was in the middle of a pandemic and it was a wrong time, and that is the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, to me, the biggest thing what I notice is the double standard, what the government kind of basically showing to the people over and over again. But this time it was really highlighted. So, when it come on to the people of Jamaica and the government, it's 2 different rules. But anyway, we don't want to carry out this rule,
Right.
this topic too long. Just
Exactly.
end it right there.
Cool.
Yeah, that was nice. But we have some special guests that are in our green room waiting to come and have a chat with us.
Yeah.
So we're going to drop some music and then